Hey there, welcome to my Ninja Turtles channel. Happy Valentine's Day. Wanted to let you know Valentine's Day isn't about fancy dinners and drinking mutagen out of a champagne glass. It's about a lot more than that. It's about love between brothers, love of a family, and love the fans have for Ninja Turtles. So tonight we are celebrating the Ninja Turtles with all the reasons we have to love them. So happy Valentine's Day. I'm glad you joined me. I hope you have your nice clothes on, Mutation Nation. It's a fancy night. It's going to be a fun night. So get ready and let's go! Welcome to my Ninja Turtles channel. It's 7 p.m. in the Big Apple, and this is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles show. Happy Valentine's Day, your weekly live stream every Turtle Tuesday covering Ninja Turtles news, toys, cartoons, movies, video games, and more. Whatever the show we want. And tonight is no different. It's Valentine's Day, but we are talking about the Ninja Turtles because we love them, and I can't think of anything better to do on a Turtle Tuesday. Tonight we are talking about Tom Waltz, the great writer for IDW and The Last Ronin. My new friend, also Tim Laddie, artist for Saturday Morning Adventures Comics, another new friend. We're going to be talking about Rise of the TMNT and also the 1990 movie. And of course, we're going to be talking about you, Mutation Nation. We're going to be talking about all the reasons we love the Ninja Turtles. We're going to be talking about Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird, co-creators of the Ninja Turtles, and a whole lot more. So I'm happy you joined me. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe here on YouTube to my Ninja Turtles channel. We are celebrating today. Happy Valentine's Day. Like I said, make sure to like and subscribe here on YouTube, my Ninja Turtles channel. Make sure to follow along on Rumble as well, another video platform. And make sure to follow my Ninja Turtles on Twitter at my TMNT channel. How's it going, everybody? I'm seeing Wolf, TMNT Tammy's, Big and Soft Raffy, Turtle X, Leonardo, Leona. How is it going, Budward? Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're having a great Valentine's Day. Thank you for joining me on this special night. Should be a fun night, right? We should have a lot of fun. We're all here together. Special night, talking about our love of the Ninja Turtles. How is it going, everybody? It's Turtle Tuesday. Forget going out on a fancy dinner. I'm hanging out with the four brothers, the Ninja Turtles, and I'm hanging out with you. So thank you for joining me, everybody. Thank you for joining me. First thing I wanted to get to, been releasing some scripted, edited videos recently. We went over the 2003 20th anniversary video last week. And we celebrated on the 8th of last week. And that was pretty nice. I saw a lot of positive responses out there, a lot of excitement about the 2003 series. Frankly, I saw more excitement around the 2003 series than the 2012 series. We celebrated the 10-year anniversary of the 2012 series just a little bit ago, and it seems like the 2003 series, maybe because it's 20 years instead of 10 years, it seemed a little more lively. But that was exciting. Teddy Gaming Review, our good friend, released a video. Teddy Gaming Review released a video. Great interview with a lot of the voice actors. And I also saw an interview with Roy Burdine from Ask Air. Roy Burdine was a director on the show and storyboard artist and did some other stuff. So 20 years of the 2003 show. I hope you guys enjoyed the anniversary last week. Also released a video about Super Shredder, my favorite episode from the 2012 show. Did you guys like the 2012 show? Did you like the episode Super Shredder? It's in season 4. One of my favorite episodes. Really, really love this one. Really love this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And saw some cool comments. Stuff I really, I can release the 3-4 minute video. Didn't, it's tough to squeeze everything in. I saw some great comments. JR24 said, great episode. I love the redesign of Super Shredder. Michael Davis says, one thing I like about Tiger Claw is he isn't a yes man like other mutants. He actually challenges Shredder's views a few times, and I agree. Got some other great comments from SkyZem, Leonardo, and Game Freak 5 says he prefers April when she's a damsel in distress. So that's okay. A lot of good comments on that Super Shredder video. And also we released the Garfield Meets the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles video. This one was fun. This was a fun little video, cool little one-page comic crossover between Garfield and the Turtles from the early 90s. This was one of those classic vintage Turtles things. Got some cool comments on this one, too. Leonardo, Mr. Turtle, Sun King, loves Garfield and TMNT, SR Striker. And even the Lazy Garfield fan loves how Mutant Ninja Turtles and a lazy overweight house cat can cross over with each other. Pretty cool. Shells and Mutants commented as well. So I've been enjoying doing the scripted videos. I hope you've been enjoying them. And I have some scripted videos coming up pretty soon too. One of them will be about the Ninja Turtles and AOC. Are you familiar with Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, the politician? So this is going to be a fun video coming out later this week. AOC and the Ninja Turtles. And also, another video coming out later this week. The Ninja Turtles. Coolest character in Rise of the TMNT, Todd. My favorite character in Rise of the TMNT, Todd. A tribute to Todd. So those are going to be fun later this week. Just wanted to give you a little heads up about some videos. Those are the edited, scripted videos. And speaking of videos, speaking of some other stuff, one of my previous live streams, we did just a little bit ago about Tom Waltz quitting the Technodrome forum. And this was last week. And guess who commented on my video? Tom Waltz. The guy we were talking about found the video and commented it on somehow. I don't know if he's a subscriber. I don't know if he's a regular viewer. I don't know if he just saw his name in the title and had to see what I was saying. Hopefully I gave him a fair shot. Hopefully I didn't, misinterpret his words or mischaracterize him or anything. But this is his Twitter page. He's a former U.S. Marine, eternal optimist. And he's the writer of the first 100 issues of the IDW Ninja Turtles comics. And also a co-writer on the Last Ronin miniseries. So he's been a very popular, very busy guy recently. Got a happy face. He's an eternal optimist. Looks like a happy guy, and he quit the Technodrome forums. And we talked about this in the last video. He quit the Ninja Turtles forum, and I kind of summarized his little resignation letter. And I'm just hoping I summarized it the right way. I hope I didn't misrepresent him or anything. He writes so well, and I speak so poorly. So that was a little tough. But we spoke about him in the last video, and I guess he watched the video. He watched the stream last week. And he commented in. He wrote a nice long comment, 1,000 words. I got 1,000 words from the Tom Waltz written on my video, and I was flattered. I was happy he clarified his position about why he quit the Technodrome. He quit just because there's a lot of bickering on there and a lot of just arguing, and it's just pointless going on there, and he felt it's just negative. So it was cool to see him comment on my video, and I'm flattered. What can I say? I saw he subscribes. Tom Waltz is a real fan, too. He subscribes to some Ninja Turtles channels. I saw Tom Waltz, the writer, subscribes to Speedo Kagan, of course, the creator of the Last Ronin animation, Speedo Kagan. And Tom Waltz also subscribes to Leonardo 2003 and the Turtle Nexus. So Tom Waltz subscribes to some Ninja Turtles channels here on YouTube. How cool is that? Tom Waltz could be watching right now. And I also saw he subscribes to a bunch of guitar channels. Like, I guess he plays the guitar and he's working on his guitar skills, so good for him. Good, well-rounded guy, and wrote a great comment on the video, and he summarized, really kind of put in some new words about why he quit the Technodrome. I guess he just wasn't enjoying it. He feels like it's just a waste of time. It's negative, toxic, whatever you want to call it. I feel calling stuff toxic is just kind of corny. I don't know. It's you just call something toxic and no one can ever go there again, and it's can't be. No one can be forgiven once they go to I don't know. It just seems a little silly. But I like the Technodrome forums too. I think it's a cool place, and really people just argue on there. That's what people do on social media. That's what people do in person. So I don't know if Tom Waltz subscribed or not. He kind of corrected me and put me in my place in a very nice, very polite way. And he kind of just went through his whole position again about why he quit. He just says it's not for him. It's just a kind of a waste of time. And he's very well written. He's very articulate. It's great. Reading 1,000 words of a comment from Tom Waltz on my video was such a cool moment. And, I'm proud to say Tom Waltz is my friend now. I don't care what he thinks, but I'm saying Tom Waltz is my friend. And another person who commented on another one of my videos, another person other than Tom Waltz who commented on another one of my videos, was Tim Laddie. Tim Laddie is the artist from Saturday Morning Adventures, and we spoke about him doing a Twitch stream a few weeks ago. Tim Laddie is the artist on the Saturday Morning Adventures comic book series. They put out the 4-issue miniseries, and Tim Laddie is the artist, and he commented as well. Not 1,000 words, but I was excited when I saw this too. I thought, oh, Tim Laddie commented on my video. He's my friend now. That's all it takes. One comment, you're my friend, so... Pretty cool stuff. SR Striker says, I wish to meet Tom Waltz. Turtle X, respect Tom Waltz. Big and Soft Raffi, mad respect for the guy. I agree. Much respect for Tim Laddie and Tom Waltz. Great artist and great writer. And it's cool that they watch the videos, and I look forward to more of their work in the future. And speaking of comic work that's going to be coming out in the future, has anybody been keeping up with the Armageddon game? We are over 60% of the way through the Armageddon game. It's been going on since last July, and it is enjoyable. We're over 60% of the way through, and last week, The Alliance number 4 came out. The Armageddon game, The Alliance number 4. This came out as written and drawn by Sophie Campbell. This was really, really cool. I gotta say, I was a little bit frustrated with Sophie Campbell and the writing in the Mutant Town arc, maybe the first issues 100 to 125, 130, somewhere in there, but Alliance number 4 really won me over. Sophie Campbell is very talented. Of course, I don't agree with Sophie Campbell on everything, but this issue was really good. It had the sci-fi elements, it was well written, it was well drawn, it was crazy. There was a lot of far out stuff going on. Venus de Milo got a little bit of an upgrade. We saw Bludgeon. We saw some new characters. We saw some old characters. And it was a crazy issue. And Sophie Campbell really won me over. What can I say? And if that's not enough for you, if new comics isn't enough for you, if the Alliance, the Armageddon game isn't enough for you, it was announced today. It was teased today from Kevin Eastman himself. One of the 2 co-creators of the Ninja Turtles, Peter Laird and Kevin Eastman. Kevin Eastman teased today Last Ronin 2, another miniseries. And not just a continuation, not just the Lost Years, but this is a new comic miniseries about the Last Ronin. Not the Lost Years, this is going to be separate. So we're getting the Lost Years, we're getting the Lost Day, and a Last Ronin 2. So we know about the 4 new turtles, Odin, Mio, what's his name? Mio? Moya? Moya. I don't know their names yet. I'm still getting used to them. What can I say? Uno. These are all strange words, too. These are words I don't know. But cool new Ninja Turtles, and Kevin Eastman teased The Last Ronin 2, another comic miniseries. Pretty cool stuff. So great news from one of the 2 co-creators, Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird. Straight from Kevin, Last Ronin 2, something to look forward to in the future. That is good news. That was something I was happy about. They're doing a lot of comics in that kind of Ronin-verse. They did the Lost Years comics. They introduced the new Turtles. A lot of cool stuff. Oh, Big and Soft Raffi. Moya, Odin, Yi, and Uno. Thank you. It's tough. I'm speaking 4 different languages when I say their names. I'm very refined. I wear a tuxedo. I speak 4 different languages. Moya, Odin, Yi, and Uno. Thank you, Big and Soft Raffi. SR Striker says, do you think that we have enough turtles? Because we already got the Null Turtles. Yeah, we're getting... Yeah, Toka, Lita, Venus de Milo, Slash. It's a lot of turtles, but it's pretty cool stuff. And it took 40 years to introduce 4 new turtles. We'll see how it goes. I'm excited for it. I like some of the other stuff in the Lost Years comic a little bit more, but I'm looking forward to it. And one thing that we don't have to look forward to, unfortunately. Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I'm not sure if you guys saw this, but it's a little bit of sad news, a little bit of a bittersweet news, but not necessarily a surprise. Did anybody see the news about Rise of the TMNT over the past week? I don't even know if I should really call it news. It was more of just a tweet, and I'm kind of just inferring a few things from the tweet. But the tweet came from JJ Conway, who worked on the Rise of the TMNT show as a director and also worked on the movie as head of story and did storyboards on TMNT 2012 and Batman vs. TMNT. So this guy has worked on 3 or 4 different Turtles projects. Very talented, very creepy profile picture, by the way, but you can see Shredder's in his header up there on Twitter, and definitely involved in the Ninja Turtles world over the past 10 years, and he responded to a tweet from a fan, and the fan said to JJ Conway, "As you are most likely aware, Rise of the TMNT has been trending as of recent, and the movie produced in August 22 has done nothing but increase the popularity of the show. My question to you is, what's the chance of the show possibly getting a season 3? So what's the chance of a season 3? JJ Conway says, "I hate to say it, but no chance that I'm aware of." Nick is launching the new TMNT feature, so I can't imagine a Rise revival is a priority for them. Plus, the crew has moved on to new projects. Heck, even Ant is busy with Transformers, and you can't make Rise without Ant. So, not necessarily a surprise, kind of obvious, but yeah, Ant Ward, Andy Suriano, they've kind of moved on to new things, the animators, all the storyboard people. The show ended in 2020. And it was one of those things I was thinking about. It's sad that it's over. And of course, Nick isn't going to do an official announcement that it's canceled. Why are they going to spend their money announcing that one of their products didn't go as well as they'd like? There's never an official announcement for a canceling of a show. They cut season 2 short. And honestly, people want a season 3. It would be nice to get a season 3. But the thing Nickelodeon did give us, we got those 4 final episodes of season 2. They announced that season 2 was going to be cut short, and then they still produced those 4 final episodes. And those 4 final episodes were really great. They were really dramatic, and that was a really great send-off to the show. So we may not be getting a season 3, but Rise was they could have just ended the show after 8 or 9 episodes. They didn't have to give us those final 4 episodes to push it for 13 in season 2. But so that was nice to get those final 4 episodes, and it was even nicer to get the movie. So JJ Conway continues, "I thought there was a chance that if the movie was #1 for weeks on end, that Netflix might ask for a sequel, but it frankly came nowhere close to that. So I think the book is closed on Rise. But if Nick or Netflix ever change their minds, they know where to find me." So a little bit of a bittersweet thing. We did get the movie, which was fantastic. I feel the movie was the best part of the whole Rise series. I like the movie more than the show or any of the other stuff. I preferred the movie, but JJ Conway continues. "Nice little button at the end here, but grain of salt. I don't have inside info or anything. I'm just making assumptions about what I think would financially entice or motivate Nickelodeon. My speculation is informed by what I've observed over a decade plus in the industry, but they are definitely non-expert opinions." So there we go. Rise of the TMNT, no season 3. Had a great run. 2 seasons and a movie. Really, really good stuff. Really unique take on the Turtles. But unfortunately, that chapter of the Turtles has closed. And, maybe time to just enjoy it for what it was. So sad news, but kind of freeing at the same time to be able to move on, to get excited for Mutant Mayhem, get into the Last Ronin comics, get into the Saturday Morning Adventures, the Usagi comics, and there's going to be a new movie and maybe a new TV show next year, and maybe even a new AAA video game later this year, and of course the 40th anniversary of the Turtles in 2024. So, lot to look forward to coming up. And one of the things we have to look forward to is a Stinkovision Blu-ray release of the 1990 movie. The original live-action 1990 movie with the Jim Henson suits, the live-action costume suits, coming out in Stinkovision. I guess this is like Smell-O-Vision. I don't really even know what Smell-O-Vision is, honestly. I thought this was just a joke, but they're really doing it. Apparently, they give you a card, and you simply scratch the corresponding number on your sent card when the icon flashes on the screen. So, they released a version of the movie, a version of the 1990 movie, with little prompts in it. So it looks like there's at least 9 prompts throughout the movie that tell you to use the scratch and sniff card at key scenes during the movie. So I zoomed in on the artwork and it looks great. All the turtles look like they're smelling something foul. This is Stinkovision, of course. This isn't nice Smell-O-Vision. This is Stinkovision. So I'm not sure if all the smells are bad, but it says it's a scratch and sniff cinema experience. And the turtles all have funny, goofy faces like they live in the sewer. I don't even understand that. Doesn't everything smell bad in there? Wouldn't they just be used to it at this point? But that's it. World's first Stinkovision release of TMNT, and it comes with a little card and the smell menu, and I kind of zoomed in on some of the smells. You have one smell is pizza. Another, the dojo, has a smell, and Master Splinter has a smell like sandalwood, and a lot of interesting smells there. So really kind of a bizarre product, if you ask me. I don't know. It's so zany and wacky and goofy. It's a little bit of a novelty, gimmicky kind of product, but good for them. Stinkovision, 1990 movie on Blu-ray with a smell card that goes with the movie, a scratch and sniff cinema experience, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Stinkovision. I think it's $30. So $30. $29. So pretty cool. Umbrella Entertainment. This is a very unique product. And yeah, you guys saw the 1 cent. Might not be family appropriate. So yeah, that's there we go. New product from Umbrella Entertainment, 1990 movie with Smell-O-Vision. And speaking of vintage turtles, classic turtles, and a whole bunch of other stuff, the other week, of course, we talked about Peter Laird being interviewed. Peter Laird kind of coming out of hibernation, did 2 interviews with cartoonist kayfabe. The great Peter Laird, one of the 2 co-creators of the Ninja Turtles, Peter Laird and Kevin Eastman. And you got Peter Laird doing an interview, and we talked about it, and guess what? He was joined by Kevin Eastman for another interview. The 2 co-creators of the Ninja Turtles together for the first time in like 5 or 6 years that I can remember. Maybe 4 or 5 years? I'm not sure when the last time they were together, but Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird together to talk page by page, issue number 2 of the original Mirage comics. And I got to tell you, it was great seeing them. Well, they're not together. You know, they're both like on Zoom or whatever. They're both on video call, but they're talking to each other. They don't need to be in the same room. It's nice to see them together. They can still interact. This is really, really great. And it's like an hour long, a little bit, maybe 45 minutes or something, a little short of an hour. But it's great to see Kevin and Peter, the co-creators of the Ninja Turtles, back together. These guys are legends. And they talk about the craft. They talk about the process, and they also did a second video together about issue 3. So we got 2 videos with Eastman and Laird together. So in the past month, we've gotten 4 hours of Peter Laird and 2 hours of Kevin Eastman. How nice is that? I've been listening to these. These are great interviews. And the Cartoonist Kayfabe guys, they run a great channel. They're very knowledgeable about comics and the whole industry and stuff. They talk about the art. They talk about the writing of the Ninja Turtle stories. They talk about the business, the comic business and the Ninja Turtle business, how it blew up in the 90s. They talk about the history, and they talk about their friendship. Kevin Eastman, I'm kind of blocking Peter Laird in the upper right-hand corner, aren't I? They talk about their friendship, most of all. The creative partnership. The Ninja Turtles is the creative partnership between them. The love between them that they have for the thing they created. It's really wonderful. It's powerful. 40 years later, you can feel it. Even just through your screen, seeing these 2 guys on screen together, and they're getting older, and it's cool to see them being pals, and they're just so gracious. They speak so highly of each other. I know they weren't on the best of terms for maybe part of the 90s and 2000s, I guess, but it seems like they have rekindled their friendship. They're stronger than ever. They're doing better than ever. And it's great to see them come around full circle, and they're pals again, and they're chatting about the Turtles, going page by page, issue by issue, breaking down the comics and everything that went into it, all the history, all the lore. Really great stuff from Cartoonist Kayfabe here on YouTube. Eastman and Laird. Great stuff. 2 hours of content. Really great stuff. I love it. It's Valentine's Day, and I love Eastman and Laird. How about that? Not all about romantic love. The love a fan feels for 2 wonderful creators, Peter Laird and Kevin Eastman, co-creators of the Ninja Turtles. 2 great interviews with these guys. Also, another thing I wanted to talk about, we're all here together. We're all here together on Valentine's Day, and we love the Ninja Turtles, don't we? But why do we love the Ninja Turtles? What about the Ninja Turtles do we love? A lot of things. We all love them for different reasons. And I'd like to go over that. I asked you guys a question. I said, why do you love the Ninja Turtles? I know I do. I have my reasons why, and I wanted to know why you do. I got a lot of cool reasons. TMNT Tammy's was in the chat earlier. I love the TMNT because they have always been there when I needed them. Whenever I was sad, I would just pop on a TMNT show and I would start feeling better. How nice is that? Bucky Charms. I asked my mom for a toy when I was 3 and she gave me a Donnie 2003 toy she found on the ground. I'm 17 now and I'm still in love with them till this day. Aaron Brown. I like TMNT because I know what it's like being an outcast. I know what it's like not feeling like you belong somewhere. And like Leo, I'm the oldest. I have anger like Raph. I can be smart like Donnie. I love to party like Mikey. And I love pizza. That's a nice response. Leona Lovett, in the chat, I adore all the known Turtle verses, especially all Leos for different reasons. But I love how each series had so much love and thought put into the stories and characters. I agree. Great stuff. Rose Moon, they're lovable characters. All versions of them are amazing and memorable. Ari, I grew up in a not-so-healthy household, and when the Turtles were on the 2012 show, it brought me comfort, especially when I needed it the most. I could sit in front of the TV and watch the Turtles and be a kid again. That is nice stuff. The Ultimate Ninja says, because they're awesome, duh, and their merch is endless. It's a good point. They have a lot of cool, fun merchandise. A couple other comments here. Hanako-san, found family trope is my jam, as well as martial arts, parkour, street art, and all that. Also, these guys live in the shadows for most of their lives and still manage to be lovable goofs, and their lairs are the coolest. Brian Woodruff, I latched onto TMNT since I was 4, and my parents encouraged it as well. I grew up watching the 2003 series in its entirety and loved getting the toys from the show. I watched the first season of 2012 when I was 13. Insane Crazy says, I love the TMNT because they're always with me wherever I go and always will be. They're fun and epic to watch the shows and play the toys. They have an iconic status they've built from decades of depiction in media, and I'm excited to see how much more they can evolve. These are great reasons. I was afraid, people were just going to, I like pizza. They like pizza and so do I. But these are deep reasons, bringing a lot of history to it, a lot of personal stories. Jazzy Jazz says, I have always been able to relate to at least one of the Turtles, and it never failed to make me happy. Seeing the way they all interact with each other is so fun and nice to see. Gamer Player says, it's been my childhood favorite throughout the 90s from 90 to 96, and became a huge fan of it. Drinking Soup says, they're silly, they're scrunkly, they're goofy. How could we not love these silly little turtles? That's very nice. Teddy Gaming Review. Great Ninja Turtles channel here on YouTube. Our friend Teddy Gaming Review from the UK. I have always loved it for the action and the interesting stories they were able to tell, notably 2003 Season 4, Season 6, and the IDW comics. I agree, Teddy Gaming Review. It's probably too late for Teddy. It's like midnight in the UK right now. Teddy Gaming, he's probably out on some fancy date right now. Teddy Gaming Review. DigiScorpio just says hi. Mr. Turtle was in the chat earlier, I believe. I love the Ninja Turtles because their unique family bond, even though they will never be accepted for how they look, the brothers are always there for each other. They fight and protect one another. There is no one else like them, so they do what they can do to live their best life together. This theme has been stuck with me ever since I became a fan with the 2003 and 2012 show, and I think it's what the Turtles are all about. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Oh, I figured Teddy Gaming Review in the chat. How's it going, Teddy Gaming Review? I figured you were out on the town tonight. So I also asked, what do you love about the Ninja Turtles? Got some cool responses. Budward, for me, 2 reasons. One being that not all interpretations are pretty solid. And number 2, it's an American success story. Darrow World says the brilliant balance of dramatic angst and family shenanigans. No matter the version, there's always a bit of both. Toidle! I love how the characters feel like real characters with struggles and challenges. I also love buying the merchandise, but that's off topic, LOL. The Ultimate Ninja, the way they draw the pizzas in the 80s cartoon. That is nice. That is a lot of reasons why people love the Ninja Turtles. And I agree with a lot of them. I like the brotherhood. I like that they're family. I do like that they're outcasts. They're a little bit of an anti-hero. They can't really be celebrated in public by the people they protect. They have to hide from the people they protect. So I like that. There's a lot of stuff I like about it. I love the comics, the storytelling. There's a lot of morals, the 4 personalities. Leonardo is the leader. I think the aspects of all 4 of their personalities, I kind of associate with all of them a little bit. I'd like to think of myself as a leader. I'd like to think of myself as smart and clever like Donatello. And unfortunately, I get emotional or hot-headed like Raphael, sarcasm, anger. Michelangelo, I like to have fun too. So you see yourself in the 4 different turtles. These are 4 great characters, 4 personality archetypes, and it's great to find yourself in the characters and in the stories and be influenced by them. So today on Valentine's Day, we are celebrating our love for the Ninja Turtles. So type a T in the chat if you like the Ninja Turtles. you don't have to you don't need to go too quick. I don't want to skip any. Maybe you just like the Ninja Turtles. Maybe you like them. Whatever you want. I type a T in the chat for turtles. Type a T if you like the Ninja Turtles. If you love the Ninja Turtles here on Valentine's Day. Wanted to say thanks again for joining me, everybody. This was a fun show. I'm releasing 2 videos later this week. On Thursday and on Saturday. New videos coming up. And I hope you join me. Scripted edit videos on Thursday and Saturday. And then another live stream every Turtle Tuesday. So I hope you had a great Valentine's Day. Thank you for joining me. Make sure to like the video, subscribe, follow along for more Ninja Turtles videos. And like I said, later this week, a video about AOC and the Ninja Turtles and a video about Todd, the best character in Rise of the TMNT. So happy Valentine's Day. I hope you had a fun one. Thank you for joining me. Always appreciate it. Always like seeing you guys here, and just wanted to say thanks. T for thanks and T for turtles as well. So that's going to be it for me today. I guess there's just one thing left to say. Is that true? Just one thing left to say? I've said everything else practically. I just rambled for like 45 minutes. So one thing left to say, right? Cowabunga! Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment and share this video. Make sure to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more Ninja Turtles videos like this.